All right, you guys, I am so excited for tonight's Zoom. A little bit about who we are. I am Stephanie Dunn, and this is
Joel.
Joel Dunn, and we have been with the company for 15 years and just so excited for just what we have to offer. When we got started 15 years ago, life was hard. We were going through bankruptcy, standing in food lines. Like, we just wanted more. We just had more month than money. And we were just like, if somebody could just share, what we could do to earn that. I did not think it was going to come in the form of It Works. I was not looking for network marketing. I actually thought, it's one of those things again. But when a friend had great results, I couldn't help but ask, what are you doing? And when she said that we could get started and get the product and maybe make some money too, because it was network marketing. Joel was all excited and I
I'm like,
was
we're
like,
gonna be so rich.
I don't know, but I want the product, so why not share that? So maybe, you're new and you were hesitant on getting started. It's totally normal. I was nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, but one of the things that I always go back to and still to this day is the clues of she got results and I wanted it and she gave me the option. So that's something to keep in mind. You can't say the wrong thing to the right people. Joel and I were, you know, looking to get fit and feel better about ourselves, but also the money attached. Like, people had no idea that we wanted to make extra money. And so your story is important. How quickly can you get that out? So everybody's going through things all the time, and you just never know when somebody's looking to make that extra money. And God's funny in ways like, here, this is what you're going to be doing. I was like, this isn't how I envisioned it. But gosh, I'm so lucky that even though I was scared and nervous and didn't know what the heck I was doing, that I said yes and went into it like, okay, I'm just going to share about it and give people options.
Guys, how many of you, by a show of hands, this wasn't your plan? You weren't like, oh, I can't wait to go find a company like It Works and do things. Man, this is one of those things that God drops in your lap
Mhm.
and it changes you, it changes your life, and it changes the trajectory of those around you. And we've got an awesome couple
I know.
on tonight.
I'm so excited because, we get this a lot. Like, we see a lot of women doing this business. Um, and can it be done where men can do it? And absolutely. And so I know that we're excited to have Brooke and LeBron on tonight sharing a little bit about their story. So you guys got a little bit more of our story tonight. I don't really know why, but you did. And I'm just excited because I think back, wasn't that long, 15 years ago, but we got started in the fall. And you guys, there's Christmas cash available. You enroll 12 customers and three distributors, and that is a total of $1,000 for Christmas cash. And so, who's looking to earn $1,000 with Christmas cash? Drop a one in the chat. Because this is game changing, a lot for people to be able to have this and to follow a simple plan. And I think this is perfect. I didn't really know that we're going to have Christmas cash, what we're going to be doing, but for people that are just getting started, I want you to know there's a system and to follow and trust the person that you joined with. One of the things that I want you to know is we teach you things, we tell you things, not because we're just telling you to do them, but because they actually work when you work the business. And so, um, can you guys unmute yourself? Because I want them to hear, you've been started. I don't know how long you've been in, but you've gone up the ranks. You're making some big bonuses. You're getting close to closing into diamonds. So, Brooke, can you guys unmute yourself?
I think we're unmuted.
Yay!
Woo!
So we need to hear this story because I think people are going to be. I know the behind the scenes of what your hubby is doing, but not everybody else does. And
Hey,
taking control of
hey,
your
that's a
life.
great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works.
It definitely works. So just to give a little bit of background story about LeBron and myself.
The short side.
Yeah, very, very short version of our chaotic life. We married at the age of 19 years old. We're not much older than that now. We've been married for 25 years. Definitely the struggle has always been real, and it's always pretty much been the same. It's been financial struggle. And he worked to put me through college. I'm a dental hygienist, and we have 2 children. One's 22, one's 12. And we've just always struggled financially. And then we kind of started digging ourselves out of debt, and then some things started happening in our lives that caused us to kind of digress. And one of those things being LeBron's health went south really, really fast. And LeBron has dealt with hemochromatosis for over 20 years now. And there's been years where it's been leveled out. There's been years where it has been really bad. There's been years that it has been really good. But we went through some personal, like deep, dark personal things several years ago. And LeBron started having an addiction issue. And he comes from a family of addicts. He doesn't mind me sharing this part of our story because it's just a part of who we are. Mm-hmm. And it shows you what God can do for anybody out there. But he started drinking a lot, very heavily drinking. And of course, anybody that knows anything about hemochromatosis knows that it attacks the liver because your blood is storing way too much iron that your body's producing, and the liver cannot filter that out. So your liver is literally just storing all of that, and it just grows and grows and grows and grows until it doesn't function to get your toxins out of your body anymore. And so we came to a crossroads in our marriage where life was just not good. We had financial struggles. We had marital issues. We started seeing issues with our children because of the things that we were going through. And I'm going to be emotional because it's just an emotional thing. But it came to a point where I had to tell LeBron he had to leave home. And I was a single parent for, 6 months. And that was like the hardest thing in the world. He was present, but he wasn't present, if that makes any sense at all, because the alcohol had totally consumed him. And I was financially doing it all on my own, and it was just very, very, very hard. And then his sickness had gotten so bad that he was on death's bed. And I had to bring him back home. God told me, he said, just bring him home and let me fix this. And so I brought him back home, and he had to come out of work. He's a firefighter, and he had to come out of work. And I said, God, I don't know what we're going to do financially. We've got the medical bills. We've got the financial debt that he racked up while he wasn't living at home, and financial debt that I had racked up because I had one income. And he always has worked a second job. Most people that know anything about civil service, you make no money. You do it because you love it, and you do it because you love people, and you do it because of the retirement benefits. That's why you do civil work. And so I just started praying, God, I don't know what you're doing here, but I have got to trust in you, and I trust that you're going to send something our way, but we need something where I can work after hours, making more money, or something he can do to help out. And you know how we are on Facebook. We scroll. We get on there and we just scroll. And I came across a post from Danielle Williams, and it was about the business. Do you want to work from home and make extra cash? And I'm like, heck yeah, maybe this is it. This is a hometown girl. And I don't trust everything that I see on Facebook, but I trusted her. And little did I know our girls were playing on the same volleyball team for the middle school, and we just kind of hooked up at a game and started talking about things. And she was talking to me about, gut health products that had really helped her. And I had landed in the ER twice because of stomach issues. And I'm like, phew, maybe that, and I even said this when we signed up. We were talking to Danielle and Courtney, and I said, you know what? I'll invest $99. I'm getting products out of it. If it goes nowhere, at least I got something out of it. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was my mentality at the time. And I loved the products. My body loved the products. And I went from looking like I was pregnant all the time to not looking like I was pregnant all the time, which was great. I went from having pain all the time to not having pain. And so we decided to sign up, obviously, and to trust the process. We trusted our mentors, and they guided us every step of the way, and they still do. If we have questions, we just shoot a question. If they don't have the answer, we get the answer from somebody. And we literally have just trusted in Danielle, Courtney, and Danielle to help us. And Chelsea too. She's been such a great help too. And the scripts are there. We follow the scripts. We stay on track with the scripts. We don't try to venture off into our own little minds trying to figure out what to say to people. The answers are there. And it has been life-changing for us and mind-blowing, like where the business has taken off to, because I would have never have thought. I mean, we were looking to make an extra $500 a month. LeBron by himself, the last 2 weeks, has brought home almost $900. That's just him. Well, let's just be honest.
That's just in It Works, right? Like they
don't
do that. Just
yeah. I mean, that's all I'm talking about right now.
That is 100%. It works.
But we'll be real honest. LeBron's actually bringing home mine and his. Let's just say that, because he's working off of my social media. He's sending out the hype messages. He's sending out, when people start responding, I do try to help him as much as I possibly can. But I'm usually, deep into somebody's mouth here with my hands. I can't really do a whole lot if I'm at work, except for at lunch or before or after work. So during the day, he's running this business on both sides, for me, for him. And he loves it. He's an addict. Let's be honest. And I mean, I'm being 100% serious here. And God has taken, he is over 200 days. What are you, sober?
I'll just take, I'm going to take
He's just going to
she'll run her mouth the whole night. We let her.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Are you guys liking this? This is good.
Well, the thing is, too, is I want to, I'll get emotional, too.
God's brought us a long way.
I've learned it's okay for a man to get emotional.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Today is 205 days that I have not had a drink of alcohol.
Awesome.
Way to go.
And, you said we got to write down our why. Everybody's supposed to give a why. Why did you go to this business? Well, I don't have a why I came to this business. I have a purpose is the reason I came to this business. Because she's right. I guess what they call it, an addiction, personality, whatever you call it. But I wrote a little something, and I'm going to read it word for word because I don't want to mess it up. I thought about this last night before I went to sleep, and I thank God it was still with me this morning when I got up, and I typed it on my phone. But I take 20 pills a day because of my sickness. I walk around in pain all the time, sometimes excruciating pain. I mean, pain so bad that it'll throw me into the floor. It hurts so bad. But I still get up every morning, and I put my big boy pants on, and I go to work because this business has gave me a purpose. Mm-hmm. And I'm one of those, I've always struggled. What is my purpose in life? How can I help? Yes, I'm a fireman, and that's what I do for a living. I help people every third day. So a third of my life, I help people that long. But on my other days, I need a purpose. I work construction business. I had my own company, and I'd go bankrupt. Didn't go bankrupt, but I would be paying for me working on their house because I was too nice. I felt like I wanted to help them. But this I can. I see it where I'm like, I get up because the mindset and the passion that I have is, who can I help today? Who can I get to change their health and wellness habits that will give them an extra day to live? Who can I get to start doing this business so that when Christmas gets here, the day after, they ain't like us stressing about how am I going to pay for the credit card debt that I just put all my Christmas on for my kids. We've been there and we've done that. Mm-hmm. But it works. I promise you, if you're just getting into it, you ain't into it yet, get into it. I'm telling you, it is a business that does the title of it. It works. Hey, and yes, it's going to be days you're going to get aggravated and you're going to want to quit. Hey, I've sent 133 haps today and I've only had 2 to post. You're going to have those days. It's okay. Hey, probably at 10 o'clock tonight, my phone will go off. Hey, I'm ready to post now. You never know. Just stay consistent. That's what we have learned. This one right here has taught me persistence. So I stay persistent with people. I wrote all those 133 names down today. Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to follow up with them. Okay. The next day, guess what? I'm going to follow up with them again. They're going to hate me. These people will hate. They'll either hate me or block me. I don't care, because it gives me a purpose. It gives me life. And no, I don't let this. Now, sometimes I do. I let it come before her and the kids, but I try to lay it down at times and just, we have our time. I'm not saying but you can do this. I told somebody the other day, they said, well, how do you get those in? I park in the back of the parking lot at Walmart and I get 8 ask in before I get through the door. And so then I go do my shopping and I'm walking back to the car, I get 8 more. So what's wrong with that?
You've learned how to fit it in.
I mean,
nooks and crannies.
It is. It
really is.
And it's a passion. You got to wake up and not say, well, golly, I got to go send these messages today. I got to do this. I got to do that. No, do it. Do it with a purpose and do it with a passion, because I'm telling you, it will pay off in the end. Weekly. It's crazy.
So I want to ask you guys a question. I know that you're getting the host to post up. So is that really where you're getting a lot of your customers and distributors from, is from host to post asking?
Yes, I get everything. And I ask for the business. Sometimes I'll do a host to post to ask people if they want to do the business. Okay. But then, hey, if they doing the product, I throw the business in there at them. I mean, I throw them the products they want or need. Okay. And then I follow up with, hey, would you like to do this? I mean, I always offer them that spot, because it could be
It'll help you pay for your
helps
products.
you pay for the product. And I mean, that we're what they say, a product of the product.
Yeah.
We do. I mean, I take the hydrate, because the medicines I take, they dry me out real bad and they cause me to be dehydrated. So hydrate has helped me. She takes the 30-day drop, I believe, and
the gut health
stuff. Gut health stuff. And the coffee. Oh my God. We'll stay on that for life. Do not do away with this. If y'all have any pull at all, don't do away with the sugar cookie coffee.
Sugar cookies gotta stay.
Yes.
You just have to stock up on it to get through the non-holiday season. That's what.
Yeah.
That's a pro tip right there.
Yeah.
I am a sugar cookie aholic now, I think.
But it's all host to post. It is. I mean, I don't send out. I don't go to people. I just send them, hey, I got a question for you. It's not asking you to buy anything. It's that simple. Okay.
It's off the script.
Yeah. Everything is script. I mean,
literally, you just copy and paste from the script.
Don't try to change what's working. The scripts they got for us out here, they work. Use them. Stick with them, because I'm telling you, it will. One day, it's like Chelsea the other day in our Zoom. She said, I talked to LeBron for a couple of minutes, and it was almost like he was like, okay, well, how do I send them? He said, it was like a light bulb came on in my head, and it did. Because I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's just go with that. Copy and paste, bam, there it is. Copy and paste, bam, there it is. I mean,
It
I don't
works.
have to change anything. It works. You're right.
No.
I mean,
I just love this so much because you are literally lighting the chat on fire with your, I mean, here's the thing is the story, like our story of what we went through, same thing when you just know you have something to be able to share with others, like praying for it and thinking this has got to be a joke. This isn't what I thought I would be doing. And to know how passionate you are about helping people is just incredible to hear this story.
Guys, here's the thing, and this is a total God thing that this is all happening today because this is what I wrote down earlier today. And so I know a lot of you are probably sitting out there and going, oh, I don't have a bankruptcy or a foreclosure story, or I don't have an addiction story. Here's the thing. You can do more than you are currently doing. We all can. So why aren't we? Because we don't care enough about why we are doing it and what we are doing it for. When you say you're doing it for your kids, are you really? Because if you truly were, you would leave nothing on the table. You would expend every last bit of energy into your freedom for you and for them. Because the amount of love and care you put in determines the quality and the quantity of what you get out of it. You truly care and demonstrate what you are doing. It is your commitment that surprises people. They think that you're just this crazy person, but the thing is that they're drawn to you. So, guys, get really focused on what you care about, and everything else falls into place.
Yeah. I mean, truly hearing their story and what they're doing. And I think, just hearing, I think people are always scared, like, well, what do I do? You follow the script. Like literally we've written it all out for you in the boards everywhere that you can. It's like we can't just be on the other end doing it for you. But if you do the work and you do it more than one time, like LeBron sent out how many asks today and only got a couple up, but he knows, okay, well, what if they all turn tomorrow? If you quit before they answer you, somebody else is going to reap that benefit that you've already planted those seeds. So, you've got to stay in long enough to reap those and to understand we've all been through these times of like highs and lows. It's just every day is different. And the great thing is you get to control that. I think, LeBron, you're probably like my personality. I'm like a game. It's a game to me. I'm like, what can I do? How can I do this? I'm not going to bed until.
Total.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so it is good for people that are goal driven. And even if you're not, try to set your goals because watch, setting some type of habit is so good for in schedule is so good for anybody that's on. So, I want people to know, how long have you guys been in?
We started middle August the 19th, I do believe. And at the end of October, she went to Enroll and I went to Ruby off of one Facebook. I use
off of one main person. I'm not gonna lie.
But I don't do social media. That was another habit, another problem. So I done away with all that. So I just use hers, and that's so. These right here is the woman you see when I'm messaging.
I know when I'm messaging and I'm like, who am I really talking to right now? But
we're both seeing it. I promise you, we're both seeing it.
Yeah.
I think that's just incredible.
I'll be honest with you. I believe that one day, LeBron and I will be able to boldly stand and tell our entire testimony. It's ugly. It's ugly.
But it can change lives.
But it's also beautiful to just watch, to have watched God just totally unfold and heal. Because we were broken, like majorly broken. The things that we've been through, I'll be honest with you, and I don't take any credit for this. I give it all to God. But the things that we've been through, we should not. We should not be sitting here together. Most people would have given up a long, long time before we did. And I'm not gonna lie, there was times where I did give up. But then he was willing to fight, or when he was ready to give up, I was willing to fight. There was always something in at least one of us that just kept fighting, and that something was God. And I'm not scared to say that. LeBron and I, we traveled for 15 years sharing the gospel and singing Southern gospel music. And I mean, I have never been more excited. I was telling my girls at work today. I mean, we shared our testimonies somewhat, and our voices all over the world. We've been to Africa, to the Bahamas. We've been, Mexico, so many different places singing, but we've never been able to boldly share our testimony because we always kind of had to hide what really was happening because you're in ministry.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have to go through those problems. So I'm sorry, but it's real. Life is real.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling my girls at work today, I was like, I am so excited and pumped that we get to share what God's done for us. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed to tell you that we've been through marital affairs, that we've been through addictions of gambling and women and social media. And I'm not ashamed of those things. God is good. Yeah. And he has healed us and continues to heal us on a daily basis. And
I believe 110% he put this in our lap.
I do too.
For me.
Me too.
Okay. I mean, yes, she helps. She does. She's wonderful because I let her talk to the people because they don't want to hear a man's voice. They want to hear a woman's voice. But really, God, this was for me. It was. I mean, I done said that I'll go till the day I die. I mean, I love it so much.
I believe that
y'all are backed by.
Yeah, so much. Hearing 205 days without drinking, and you said you joined in the middle of August. That was pretty dang close right after you made that decision.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely, this is what you're supposed to do and all the impact in lives that you're going to do. Not only that, you guys had never done anything like this before.
No, never. And I never would have dreamed that we would ever even try it. I'll just be honest with you. Neither one of us, and I don't see this as being like a salesperson. Honestly, I feel like the product just sells itself. But neither one of us could sell anything.
I couldn't sell you $1 million for $1. And some people I see can sell ice to an Eskimo.
Yeah, and we have our pastor actually. He was a car salesman, and I swear, like you could just be in Walmart, not even thinking that you're going to purchase a new car today, but you're going to go home with a new car because he's going to sell you one. Like he's just that kind of salesperson. We aren't that kind of person. But I think that's what I love about it is I don't feel like I'm pushing a product or pushing things on people. This is something that is beneficial to anybody that wants, to be a part of the product.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I just love it. And I have loved this company. I mean, every day that we've been in it, I will go to battle for it. I'm not going to lie. I mean, you hear negative stuff about anything.
Right.
And I'm going to go to battle for it works. I don't even know the owner himself, but I will go to bat for him.
Oh, they will know who you are. Believe me, we've been talking about this for a little bit. So I think, it's encouraging. This is what I want people to hear tonight. If you're new or if you're like, gosh, where do I even start? You just need to start. Mm-hmm. Trust the process is what I'm hearing from them. They're not a salesperson. So when you're talking to other people, you can say the same thing, to them. I wasn't a salesperson either, but I got started because I wanted the product and the products work. You guys, you've got to join and you've got to try a couple products. And when you fall in love with something, you don't need to fall in love with the whole line. But when you like something, you can talk about the things that you love so much easier. And that makes it feel like you're not a salesperson. So, when you're listening to all the Zooms over the years, there's a constant. Be a product of the product. Are you sharing with people? You don't need to be a salesperson. You just need to get the word out there, because there's somebody out there praying for something. They were praying for something. They didn't know what. Joel and I were praying for something. We didn't know what. We didn't know it was going to be at Works, but we knew we were ready for more. And there are so many people out there that are looking for you if you're willing to keep being bold, keep asking, and keep sharing. And so,
And another thing too, I'm so sorry, but another thing that I have found to be just number one priority is to pray over the business. We pray for God to send us the workers that He wants in the business. We pray for God to send us the perks members that He wants, that will be, that will benefit from the products, to guide us to, help them select the right products for themselves. Prayer is just a big part of what we're doing here. And again, I just
thank y'all for letting us do this.
Yes.
Be a part of this company.
This is you guys are doing great. You act like you've been doing it for a long time. So I'm gonna ask you this, and I kind of shared this a little bit, but guys, I want to give you a little kind of the cliff notes of like, be a product of the product, learn host to post. If you don't know what that is, you need to learn host to post right away, because anybody can do this with few friends. You just need to start, and it'll grow your network, right? So that's really what I'm hearing is what you work this business on is the host to post. And so can you let us know a little bit of, do you use the same host to post? Do you change things up? What's kind of been your constant that you feel like has worked?
I use the fall tester for the gummies, and then the BRN for the burn.
Yeah.
And then I'll like I said, every once in a while I'll throw a business opportunity one in there. Yeah, because like I said, I get most of my distributors from perks members.
Yes.
Because they'll buy, then I'm offering it to them, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that does sound interesting." And then, bam, there you go, they signed up. I've got very few DTs from a business post. So I really just stick with the fall tester on the gummies and the burn. That's
cute.
And now I throw the coffee one in there because of the time of the year it is. So I use that one. I've started mixing it in there.
Don't sell our sugar cookies.
Yeah.
But you guys, I'm just so excited because anybody can get this Christmas cash. I'm excited to see how many Christmas cashes you guys stack up, because I feel like you're going to max it out. But
we need to.
Yeah, you're going to.
We have a son who just bought a home, so we need to.
There's no question it's going to happen. But you guys, listening to the Zoom, I hope that it just inspired you to get out and to learn host to post, to make no excuses, that you are not asking the wrong person or sharing the wrong thing to the right person. To be able to understand that a host to post with product can lead to distributors. You just have to have the courage to offer that one next step of introing into the business, because why not? That's what Brooke wanted. She was like, well, at least I'm getting stuff. It's not like I'm completely getting out of something. She's getting a business with product, or product with a business attached, if you want to look at it like that. And that's really what we do. What we do is simple. It's the decision to do it that is the hard part, right? And so you guys have made it seem so very easy. I'm like, okay, is anybody else ready to go do a bazillion host to post? Drop it in the chat.
You just need an addict.
Hey, and I'll throw this out there. I don't care. Hey, if you need help or need encouragement or you need anything, hey, hit me up on Messenger. I'll give you my phone number. I don't care. I'm here to help whoever wants to be helped.
Aww.
If you want to run with this thing, we'll run with it. Hey, I like running. Let's go.
I love this.
I go all in.
I can't wait to hear you guys on stage someday. But again, you guys, the secret sauce is doing the things. There's not some other magical anything that they're doing different. They're doing the things that we share week after week, is getting the host to post up, sharing with passion, right? Being excited for what they have their hands on. And I just love that. I know there's so much more from you guys. Is there any last minute anything that you're just like, I really needed to share this?
I will. We had our Zoom the other day, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna steal somebody else's line, but one more. Okay, that's been kind of our motto. I'm reading his book, but he asked his dad. Dad, he said, how long are you gonna be sober? And he said his dad looked at him. He said, I don't know, son, but I want to try it for one more day. So my thing is hey, I'm going to try it for one more day. And if I can make it that one more day, I can make it to the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Well, I look at it this way. Hey, one more. I can touch one more person's life with this business and the product. Hey, one more. Always one more. I'm going one more. That's what I put in my head and in my brain. One more. And I wish that was mine, but it's not. But I give him all the credit for it because of the stories I heard from him. But it relates to me so much, and anybody can go one more. And I know, Tojic, we get carried away and we'll go over our times.
I know you were like, how long do I have? I didn't want to give you guys necessarily a time limit because it is so impactful. It is so powerful. I know that book. That's by Ed Milet.
Yes.
We know him very well. So we
We'll
won't
tell him that LeBron loves his quote.
yeah, I'm gonna have to get something special for you guys because it is God's all over you guys, and it's exciting to see that. The impact that somebody's yes can have. You never know what it's gonna lead, and especially just stay in, even when you're feeling like, is there anybody else that I can impact? Absolutely. There is one more.
Yeah.
I love that. So I appreciate that so much. So Joel, we'll have you close it out in prayer. And then you guys, it's go time. It's Christmas
Man.
cash. It's getting in. Now you know you have the tools that you need to go out and to gather those 12 customers and 3 distributors to make that $1,000. So we are excited to see every single one of you earn that this month and multiple times.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for today. Thank you for this amazing group. Thank you for Brooke and LeBron, God. I just ask that you would continue to bless them, bless the people that come around them, give them abundance overflowing. As for everybody in this meeting today, I just ask that they would go forth and do incredible things with this company to impact people for your kingdom. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. All right, guys, we appreciate y'all so much. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Hey
Yes,
guys.